The path to my fixed purpose is laid with iron rails, whereon my soul is grooved to run, Ahab declared. I suppose obsession is a debatable concept for what has progressed in my soul for the pursuit of this buck. Rational people would most certainly contend that obsession is accurate. I suggest passion, focus, desire, something short of the madness Ahab experienced. I saw him for the first time on September the 29th, gliding across a nearby field at sunset, his white horns illuminated in the fading light of day. His court of 4 equally impressive bucks escorted him to dinner in a bean field. Like the striking whiteness of the great whale, his horns set him apart. Extending far out over his head, the sheer length of his tines were impressive. But it was the great whiteness that at once set him apart. They drew me in with a lustful desire to mount him, so that I could sit in my office years hence, as I grow old and lean fondly on memories of hunts past, and admire this beast, and what I achieved with a stick and string. I recognize that there are those who could not understand such a desire as mine. To kill a creature such as this only to consume his flesh and mount his head on a wall like a trophy would abhor so many. I do not attempt to justify my passion, as I haven't the words to adequately articulate the hunter within me. It has always been there, and it fuels me, drives me. I suppose it always will. I next saw him on the afternoon of October the 2nd around 4:15 p.m. Once again, he was surrounded by bucks that made the knees go weak, the heart race, the breathing increase. He casually fed on acorns from one white oak to the next as he made his way back to the bean fields. I could almost hear him breathing as he passed 40 yards east of the tree in which I was perched. Once again, fate was on his side. My last encounter was on October the 11th at 5:30 p.m. This time he was moving east to west, and once again he slowly fed his way to the fields, popping acorns like rocks with his teeth. I filmed him from 40 yards away, hoping that he would divert from his path, remembering the sweetness of the acorns under the tree in which I sat. On October the 20th, I thought he was back for yet another 40-yard torturous strut, but pictures later revealed that it was a different buck that could have been his fraternal twin, another big 10-pointer with extremely white horns. The only thing that differentiated this buck from my Moby Dick is that my buck has a joint, a sharp turn in his G3 on the left side. I've patiently stood in a tree, waiting, anticipating, bow in hand, for 56 and a half hours since September the 29th when I first encountered the buck. Hope is a powerful thing. Faith can move mountains. I have faith that if I commit enough time, he will eventually pick the wrong path, by the wrong tree, with the wrong wind, and I will harvest this majestic creature. Like Ahab, I am tormented by this animal. I find myself visualizing, daydreaming about the inevitable encounter at close range. I imagine the draw, the aim, the shot, the arrow striking his flesh, and the recovery. Oh, the recovery, when victory is mine. Obsession, you say? Passion, I contend.